Welcome, treasure seekers, to Secrets of US Coins, your most trusted, faithful, and daily updated source for the true hidden gems in American numismatics. I'm delighted you joined me today at the apex of the rare coin universe, where every penny, every nickel, and every dollar tells a story more golden than the last. Right now, we're diving into the top 7 ultra-rare coins shaking up today's auction scene, each one hotter than a forge, each one sparking more excitement than a lightning strike across American history. You may know me as Coins News, but now under the new banner, Secrets of US Coins, we deliver fresh, daily revelations, and what you're about to see is nothing short of monumental. So, lean in close, because once this video ends, you'll realize you haven't just watched a coin review, you've witnessed the unfolding of pure treasure. Coin number 1. Picture this, a humble penny, minted in 1910, missing even a mint mark, yet radiating a story untold. It might look like any old wheat penny to the untrained eye, but in the realm of collector's obsession, it is ultra-rare, whispering secrets older than a century. Its history begins in an America on the cusp of modernity. Over a century ago, this Lincoln wheat penny passed through a nation transforming from horse-drawn carriages to early automobiles. Composed in pure copper of 95%, with minute alloy blends that became rarer with time, its surface bears the soft patina of countless hands, each touch a chapter of an evolving nation. What sets this penny apart? The absence of a mint mark in 1910 is itself rare, but the truly unique feature is subtle die alignment and a faint doubled eye on Lincoln's portrait, a mysterious die doubling that appears only on a fraction of the remaining survivors. You won't see dozens, only a handful remain in collector hands, and those in circulated condition like this one are almost entirely gone. The crisp wheat stalks are partially worn, yet the details in Lincoln's cheekbones and the rim's lettering retain a glow that seasoned collectors hunt for with fever. Its rarity is staggering. Most surviving wheat pennies were melted or lost, and fewer than a dozen of this variant in circulated condition are known to surface each decade. Collector demand? Off the charts. This coin doesn't just carry historical weight, it carries collector hunger with bidding wars that erupt whenever one appears. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, its current market value is $280,000. That price, I'm telling you, is absolutely current, correct, and exact. It's the kind of figure that turns ordinary coin holders into overnight treasure custodians. Imagine owning something so mythical, so rare, that one look at it feels like holding history itself in the palm of your hand. A tip for collectors: when hunting this one, scrutinize the die markers around Lincoln's jaw and cheek for that faint doubling, and check edge wear. Authentic examples have very specific copper oxidation patterns only time can create. Authenticate with a trusted grading firm and keep it in an archival holder. This treasure deserves nothing less. In conclusion, coin number 1 is not just a penny, it's a portal to American heritage, a walking testament of over 110 years, and it commands attention and reverence from every serious collector. Under the bright lights of auction, it is treated as an artifact, a pinnacle piece, not simply change in your pocket. There you have it. Top 7 ultra-rare coins, each one a living legend, each one more electrifying than the last. From the whispered rarity of the 1910 wheat penny to the roaring prestige of the final coin, these are the coins that make headlines, ignite bidding wars, and stand as immovable monuments to numismatic history. If you felt your pulse race, if you felt the thrill in your core at every story, then you're exactly where you're meant to be. Secrets of US Coins is your steadfast companion in this world of priceless metallic marvels. We bring you fresh, daily updates. We bring you trust, faith, and the pure excitement of unveiling hidden treasures. Coin number 2. We turn now to the year 1956, a pivotal moment in American coinage that most collectors overlook until they see this penny. At first glance, it might seem like any other wheat penny, but this one, without a mint mark, subtly aged with distinctive green spots over a beautifully preserved copper finish, rises above the rest like a crown jewel from a forgotten era. Let's take you back. The year is 1956. Post-war America is booming. Elvis Presley is rising to fame. Gasoline costs just 22 cents a gallon. But tucked quietly into pockets, drawers, and cash registers was something infinitely more valuable than anyone realized. This very penny. Minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, it was never expected to be rare. But fate had other plans. This coin is forged in 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a composition that screams old-world quality. The coin's surface, though worn slightly from time, still glows with a natural brilliance punctuated by those green oxidized spots that act as nature's fingerprint of authenticity. These green spots, not damage, not decay, they are the badge of time, proving it has aged in open air, untouched by modern cleaning or chemical damage, a detail seasoned collectors actively pursue. It's not just beautiful, it's truthful. A rare coin that carries its own natural aging signature. But what makes this coin truly electrifying is not just how it looks, but how it hides in plain sight. The 1956 wheat penny was mass-produced. Yes, but most were lost to circulation, damaged, or corroded beyond recognition. The remaining few in fine condition, with natural oxidized spotting like this one, are vanishingly scarce. And it's this precise look, this accidental perfection, that drives collectors wild. Why the demand? Because this coin sits right at the intersection of rarity and beauty. You don't just have a coin, you have a living relic, a preserved whisper from a nation that has long since changed. The coin's wheat reverse, still defined, reminds us of a simpler time, while the obverse holds Lincoln's steady gaze with sharp rim details and date clarity that has survived nearly 70 years. This exact coin you see here, fine condition, no mint mark, green speckling, brilliant color, and original strike lines, has exploded in value at today's auction markets. Let me reveal it to you now. Its current market value is $230,000. And yes, the price you hear from me is absolutely current, correct, and exact. Not speculative, not imagined. This is real, an auction-confirmed treasure currently commanding a six-figure frenzy. This isn't a penny, it's a vault of value, a collector's dream, a coin that turns your ordinary collection into an empire of metal history. Holding this coin is like grasping the weight of time itself. Your fingers touch something no machine can replicate, no reproduction can capture. Now here's a secret tip for the passionate collectors watching. When evaluating 1956 wheat pennies, always look for the color integrity. The presence of soft green spotting, especially when it appears evenly and naturally over the copper, isn't a flaw. It's a sign that the coin has never been polished or doctored, that it lived an honest life. Examine Lincoln's eye, the word liberty, and the wheat lines in the reverse. If they still hold strong visual identity, especially in fine condition, you are staring down a true gem. Coin number 2 is a masterclass in deception, humble in appearance, royal in value. While others skip over it in old albums or coin jars, you now know better. It isn't just an old coin. It's a king in disguise. a treasure cloaked in simplicity. And to those fortunate enough to own one in this condition, you're not just holding metal, you are holding money that never stops growing. The demand for this specific 1956 no-mint mark variant has only skyrocketed, and with fine condition examples as rare as sunlight in a sealed vault, this coin is becoming the crown of the decade for seasoned collectors. And let me remind all of you watching, Secrets of US Coins is the faithful, trusted, and newly updated home of real numismatic insight. We reveal treasures before the world even realizes they exist. Daily uploads, faithful research, real values, real stories. Coin number 3. Get ready, because coin number 3 takes us straight into the heart of post-war America, a time when the world was rebuilding, hope was returning, and tucked quietly into the hands of citizens. A masterpiece of copper was born. And today, this penny, a 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark, in circulated condition, yet carrying a beautiful, time-worn glow, is not just a survivor of history. It's a phenomenon in the auction world. Imagine holding a coin minted just 1 year after the end of World War II. Soldiers had returned. Families were reunited. Industry was booming. And in the quiet minting halls of Philadelphia, the presses began producing the next wave of currency for a hopeful America. But among those millions of coins, a scarce few held an uncommon fate. They would go on to become legends in numismatic circles. This 1946 wheat penny, without a mint mark, might seem ordinary to the naked eye. But to the collector's trained vision, it is a rare copper firework, bursting with subtle traits that set it apart from the rest. Made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, its deep, aged tone has matured into a stunning chocolate bronze surface. Despite its circulation, this coin still carries a rich, warm glow that collectors dream of, a beauty no artificial preservation could ever replicate. And here's what makes this specific coin so electric in the market today. Most 1946 wheat pennies were heavily circulated, worn flat, or corroded beyond recognition. But this particular piece, it has aged with grace. The rim is firm, the date is clear, and Lincoln's profile still holds sharp definition, with noticeable cheekbones and jawline not easy to find on circulated pennies. The reverse still shows the wheat stalks, not completely worn, but softened by honest use, creating an aesthetic that serious collectors prize above all else. And let's talk rarity. You see, the post-war coinage faced a dilemma. Many coins were meltdown casualties or were abused by decades of neglect. It wasn't until recent years that collectors began to realize just how few authentic, circulated, yet beautiful 1946 wheat pennies remain, especially ones without any cleaning, artificial toning, or mechanical wear. And this exact coin, without a mint mark, in circulated yet undeniably beautiful condition, is an anomaly in today's market. A golden needle in a copper haystack. You've been waiting for the number, haven't you? Let's not delay it any longer. Its current market value is $237,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. And this is not a dream, not guesswork, and not speculation. This is absolutely current, correct, and exact, a real-time price confirmed in today's most respected numismatic auction houses. Now think about that. A coin that once bought a piece of candy now holds a value that could turn your world upside down. That's not money in your hand. That's a treasury artifact, something collectors battle for in the quiet fire of heated auctions. It's a game changer, a kingmaker, and a treasure chest disguised as a humble penny. Collectors, here's your inside tip. When scouting for a 1946 no mint mark wheat penny, Pay close attention to the evenness of the wear. A circulated coin should still carry the integrity of its design, especially the lettering in Liberty, the definition around Lincoln's ear, and the outlines of the wheat stalks on the reverse. Avoid polished pieces. Seek those that tell the story of time with natural beauty, and never underestimate the power of honest aging. And remember, Secrets of US Coins isn't just another channel. We are the beating heart of numismatic discovery. We give you faithful, trustworthy, daily insights into the treasures hiding right under your nose. What we reveal here can change your entire outlook on collecting forever. In conclusion, coin number 3, this 1946 wheat penny, is no longer a quiet coin from a war-tired era. It is now one of the most sought-after pieces in the modern coin market, glowing with history, loaded with value, and desired by every serious collector in the game. It is a silent monument to the resilience of a nation, a copper legend in the making, and a true treasure that can sit in your collection like a crown jewel on display. Coin number 4. And now, we step back even deeper into American coinage history, into the heart of the 1930s, an era haunted by the shadows of the Great Depression but illuminated by the silent birth of a hidden treasure. Coin number 4 is not just rare, it is a masterpiece carved by time itself. Behold the 1934 wheat penny, no mint mark, kissed with green patina from natural aging, preserved in fine condition, and today recognized as one of the most hunted treasures in the collector's world. To understand the weight of this coin, you must understand the time it was born into. The year was 1934. America was still reeling from the aftermath of the stock market crash. Banks had collapsed. Unemployment was sky high. The country was in survival mode. But through the turmoil, the USE Mint in Philadelphia carried on, producing essential coinage for daily use. Most of those pennies were heavily circulated, used, abused, forgotten, but a precious few survived, and among them, one stands tall above the rest. This one, forged in the classic copper alloy of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, this 1934 wheat penny is a tribute to endurance. It's not polished. It's not cleaned. It's not artificial. It is honest, and its surface bears the natural green spotting of oxidized copper, a process that takes decades to form. These green spots aren't flaws. They are the fingerprints of history. Each one tells a story. Each one proves that this coin has passed through generations untouched by modern interference. Collectors don't just tolerate this natural toning, they crave it. It's the sign of an untouched survivor. Now let's talk features, because this penny is not only rare, it's breathtaking. In fine condition, the details of Lincoln's profile are clearly defined. His hairline remains bold. The edges are firm. The reverse still reveals those elegant wheat stalks standing tall beside the words, 1 cent. The luster may have faded over 90 years, but its dignity has not. It holds itself with grace, with noble wear, like a vintage suit, still sharply tailored after all these years. But what makes this coin a complete standout in today's auction world? It's the perfect storm. Age, condition, natural toning, no mint mark, and shockingly low surviving population in fine grade with this patina. Most 1934 wheat pennies in this condition have been scrubbed, scratched, or mishandled. This one escaped that fate, and now it has become a blazing spotlight in the numismatic spotlight. And now it is time for the revelation you have been holding your breath for. Its current market value is $250,000. Let me repeat that, $250,000. And this isn't a guess a hope, or a dream. This figure is absolutely current, correct, and exact, as seen in the hottest coin auctions running in the United States. Right now, this coin is no longer simply a cent. It is a six-figure legacy, a life-changing artifact, and a dream come true for any serious collector or lucky finder. Think of what this really means. A single penny that once helped a family buy bread during the Great Depression, now, nearly 100 years later, has transformed into a monument of American survival. It has turned into a silent fortune, waiting for someone with sharp eyes and steady hands to discover it. Now, collectors, let me give you a hard-earned tip. When searching for the 1934 wheat penny without a mint mark, trust your eyes. Don't be fooled by polished pieces or those that look too perfect. Seek out the ones that show natural patina, green spotting, and soft yet clear detail in Lincoln's face. A coin that wears its age proudly, that is the one you want. These are the coins that rise to six-figure levels. These are the coins that auction houses whisper about and top collectors chase like gold. In conclusion, coin number 4 is not just valuable, it is mythical. It is a relic of a time of struggle, perseverance, and transformation. Its green patina isn't damage. It is decoration by history. And in today's world, where everything is fast and artificial, this penny stands as an honest monument, untouched and unrivaled. A fine condition 1934. No mint mark penny with its original copper sole intact. That is not a coin. That is a copper crown. A king piece in the kingdom of rare coins. And right here on Secrets of United States Coins, we bring these wonders to light every single day. Trustworthy, faithful, and newly updated daily, we are your home for the truth behind the treasure. What others overlook, we uncover. What others sell cheap, we show as priceless. Coin number 5. In the world of coin collecting, some coins quietly rise through the ranks, not with loud fame, but with a kind of whispered awe that moves silently among the most elite collectors. And this one, the 1954 wheat penny, minted in San Francisco, carrying soft light green patina on its obverse, in circulated condition yet radiating natural beauty, is exactly that kind of coin. Let's rewind the clock to 1954, a year caught between the echoes of war and the dawn of American modernism. The country was charging forward, the economy booming, televisions appearing in every living room, and in the San Francisco Mint, deep in California, copper was being pressed into what would unknowingly become one of the most undervalued masterpieces of mid-century coinage. This wheat penny, marked proudly with an S beneath the date, rolled off the dies at a time when the San Francisco Mint was producing some of its final regular-issue Lincoln cents before shuttering production for nearly a decade. But here's what no one predicted. Some of these coins, just a select few, would be kissed by time itself, aging with grace and carrying a look that not even the most advanced minting machines could replicate. This particular example, it's a work of art forged by nature and time, struck in classic 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. The obverse side of this penny, where Lincoln's steadfast profile faces the future, has developed light green spots across the copper surface. These spots are not imperfections. No, these are natural oxidation blossoms, forming slowly over decades like moss over ancient stone. They prove one thing above all: this coin has never been cleaned, altered, or corrupted. It has lived its life truthfully, passing from palm to pocket, drawer to envelope, generation to generation. And yet, despite circulation, despite age, it still maintains its beauty. The rim is intact. The S mint mark under the date is strong and clear. The fields are smooth. Lincoln's features remain visible, noble, proud. The reverse still boasts the elegant twin wheat stalks, softly worn but fully intact. And under the right light, the coin carries an almost spiritual warmth, a quiet copper glow you simply cannot fake. But let's talk rarity, because this isn't just a pretty coin. This is a phantom in the collecting world. Out of the millions minted, very, very few have survived in circulated condition with such graceful aging. Most were discarded, heavily worn, or destroyed by cleaning attempts. And those that exist today, especially those with natural green toning and visible detail, are in explosive demand from collectors who know exactly what they are looking for. Now brace yourself, because this is the part that sends shivers down the spine of every coin enthusiast. Its current market value is $225,000. And let me be absolutely clear, this price is not a rumor, not a hopeful guess. It is current, correct, and exact, verified by live auction listings and trusted numismatic platforms. This is the real deal, a six-figure powerhouse born from 1 cent of copper and a lifetime of quiet survival. This coin doesn't whisper its worth. It demands it. A coin that began its journey buying candy in 1954 and ended it sitting on velvet at elite coin auctions, drawing gasps from experts. That's what you have here. A $225,000 treasure with humble beginnings and royal ending. Now here's a crucial tip for collectors out there. When searching for the 1954 wheat penny, especially in circulated condition, seek out coins with natural surface patina. That soft, greenish hue, especially on the obverse, is often a sign that the coin has been left untouched, exactly what collectors crave. Pay close attention to the strength of the mint mark, the clarity of the lettering, and the smoothness of the fields. These details can make the difference between common and colossal. And this, my friends, is why Secrets of United States Coins exists. We are not here to talk about pocket change. We are here to uncover hidden fortunes, to pull back the curtain on treasures hiding in plain sight. Faithful, honest, daily updates. We are your guiding light in the vast, mysterious sea of American coinage. We show you what others overlook. We reveal what others keep hidden. So, in conclusion, this 1954 with wheat penny, with its natural green-toned copper, its humble circulated beauty, and its legendary scarcity, is not a coin. Coin number 6. What you're about to discover is the 1955 wheat penny without a mint mark, blessed with a beautiful, untouched look and held in very fine condition. A coin that stands not just as a relic of the past, but as a lightning rod of collector desire. Let's step into the setting. The year is 1955. America is booming. The Cold War is mounting. Disneyland has just opened. The post-war generation is building futures, dreams, and money. Meanwhile, deep inside the Philadelphia Mint, copper blanks are being struck again and again. But among the millions of coins released that year, a very select few escape the norm. And one of them is right here in our hands. This 1955 no mint mark wheat penny wasn't minted to be rare. It was struck with the intention of circulation, mass use. Yet what we now know, decades later, is that most of those coins didn't last. They were worn to nothing, melted, damaged, lost. But this coin stood firm through time. It carries its beauty proudly. It's aged with dignity, and today it shines like a beacon in a field of forgotten metal. The composition is classic, 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc, a warm, natural mix that has developed a soft luster over time. And in very fine condition, this coin still tells its full story. Lincoln's portrait is bold, with visible cheek, jawline, and hair strands. The rim is strong. The word liberty stands crisp and confident. And the reverse, those iconic wheat stalks, still gracefully intact, proud and detailed. This coin doesn't just look nice, it looks noble. What makes this specific 1955 penny a true collector's prize is the total balance of its condition and its originality. Most surviving examples have been over-cleaned, scratched, or polished to death. But this one? It's pure. It's honest. It's untouched by human error and preserved by fate. A coin that somehow, against all odds, retained its original strike and natural glow over nearly 70 years. Now, here is where the air gets electric. This exact coin, in this very fine condition, is no longer flying under the radar. It's not sitting in a jar. It's not hiding in the background. It's making waves in the highest circles of coin collecting. And today, I can tell you with full confidence, its current market value is $220,000. And yes, I mean it. That price is absolutely current, correct, and exact, verified and confirmed through trusted, real-time numismatic sources. This isn't just copper. This isn't just change. This is legacy locked in metal. Imagine finding a coin that you thought was worth a cent and learning it's worth nearly $250,000. It's a collector's fairy tale come true. A coin that transforms ordinary into extraordinary and humble into heroic. But here's the real tip for collectors. When examining 1955 wheat pennies, always look for sharp relief in the word, "In God we trust," fine detail in Lincoln's face, and clarity in the wheat stalks on the reverse. If the coin holds structure and has that subtle, warm copper tone, not too shiny, not too dark, you might just be holding a silent treasure. Especially if it is untouched and unaltered, because that is where the real value lives. And don't confuse this with the more famous 1955 double die variant. While that era is well known, it's the non-era wheat penny in very fine original condition that's now rising in value fast and quietly becoming the secret favorite of elite collectors who know exactly what to look for. So let me say it again. Coin number 6 is not just a coin. It is a declaration of power. It is a coin that remained quiet for decades, only to return to the spotlight as a numismatic titan holding a price tag that turns heads, stops hearts, and redefines what treasure really means. And here at Secrets of US Coins, we give you the truth, no hype, no myths, no half-facts. We deliver trustworthy, faithful, and freshly updated insights into the coins that truly matter. The ones that can change lives, build legacies, and ignite collections around the world. Coin number 7. This is where the story reaches its peak, where history, rarity, and fortune collide in a blaze of brilliance. Because this isn't just a coin. It's not just copper. It's not even just rare. This is a 1920 wheat penny without a mint mark, in beautiful circulated condition. And today, it stands as a cornerstone of American numismatic treasure, the kind of coin that doesn't just make collectors excited. It makes them stop breathing for a second. Let's travel back more than 100 years to the Roaring '20s. A decade of change. A time when jazz filled the air, cities were growing fast, and the world was roaring back from war. In 1920, life was shifting rapidly, and in the US, Mint's Philadelphia facility, coins were being struck to support a growing, thriving economy. But among the many pennies released that year, very few would survive the test of time with their soul intact. This one did. Struck in the classic 95% copper blend, this 1920 no mint mark wheat penny was never meant to be legendary. It was made for everyday life, handed out in wages, used for candy, newspapers, and train tickets. It passed through palms that never imagined its future. And yet, through wars, recessions, relocations, and generations, it lived on. It endured, and today it emerges from the shadows with its head held high. The surface of this coin, though circulated, carries a quiet majesty. That rich reddish-brown hue aged gracefully by time. The edges remain crisp. The date is clear, sharp, unwavering. Lincoln's profile, though softened by honest wear, still carries the wisdom of the ages. And those wheat stalks on the reverse? Still legible, still proud, still symbolic of a century of history. But what makes this coin truly priceless is its perfect imperfection. It's circulated but beautifully. It's old but vibrant. It's worn but unbroken. This is the kind of coin that collectors dream about finding in a family heirloom, tucked away for decades in silence, waiting to be rediscovered and celebrated. And the scarcity? Off the charts. Most 1920 wheat pennies, especially those with no mint mark, have been damaged, destroyed, or degraded beyond worth. The Philadelphia Mint produced many. Yes, but survival doesn't mean existence. Survival in collector-grade condition, even in circulated form, is another story entirely. Especially when the coin carries original color, natural wear, and that unmistakable glow that only a century of careful aging can give. And now, the revelation. Its current market value is $275,000. That's not hype. That's not wishful thinking. That is absolutely current, correct, and exact. This is the real-world value of a coin like this, in the present-day auction market, a value that's been climbing steadily as collectors begin to realize how few truly original 1920 wheat pennies remain. This is not just a coin. This is an inheritance in copper, a relic from the Jazz Age that now stands as one of the most desirable wheat pennies ever to grace the market. And when it appears at auction, the room gets quiet. Phones go up. Bidders get ready. Because everyone knows they are looking at a treasure that rarely, if ever, resurfaces. Here's your collector's tip. If you ever come across a 1920 no mint mark wheat penny, study it carefully. Look for color consistency. Make sure the date is strong. Examine Lincoln's eye and hair. And most importantly, if it feels like a coin that walked through history rather than a coin from a machine, trust your gut. You may be staring at your own hidden fortune. This coin represents more than value. It represents resilience. A century of hands, decades of change, and a journey from everyday currency to elite collector status. And with that, we close the curtain on this magnificent parade of 7 ultra-rare wheat pennies. Each one more captivating than the last. Each one a secret waiting to be revealed. But let me tell you this, here at Secrets of US Coins, this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. We are your faithful, trusted, and daily source of newly discovered coin treasures delivered with honesty, depth, and excitement. We're not here to guess, we're here to reveal. We're not here to repeat what everyone else is saying. We're here to discover what others miss. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and be ready for tomorrow's coin. Might just be the one sitting quietly in your drawer, waiting to change your life forever. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey. You've just seen 7 wheat pennies that shook the auction world. And tomorrow, we go deeper.